PDG Charles KELLY.
First, let's welcome Wessex Chair, PDG Charles KELLY. He can dance very, very well.
Li Chapa Aboy. Greetings, my friends. Because you are all part of the Rotary family, the Rotary Youth Exchange family, you are all my friends. What a wonderful experience it is to be here at this Rotary Youth Exchange Multi-District Taiwan Conference, to share our thoughts and to share our dreams about our young people, the Rotary Exchange students. Those students are our future, and we are responsible. Thank you very much for inviting me and Joan, my wife, to your conference and to your country. We're honored that you consider us to make a contribution to your conference. We've been Rotarians for over 20 years, and we began to host exchange students about 10 years ago. Besides our own 2 natural kids, we now have 14 sons and daughters from around the world that are part of our family that we've hosted. Because of these young people sharing their lives with us, we now have family all over the world. We've shared our home with several of our students' families, and we've also visited many of these students, the families, and their home countries. In fact, 2 years ago, we attended a wedding in Argentina of our second Argentinian exchange student. So you know that we love and cherish our Rotary Youth Exchange program. I belong to Rotary District 5130. That's north of San Francisco on the west coast of California. And I've served on the Youth Exchange Committee there for 10 years. I'm also the chair of Wessex, the Western States Student Exchange Organization. We represent 17 districts in the western United States and a little bit up into Canada. Many of you attended the recent North American Youth Exchange Conference in Sacramento. Thank you very much. And I really want to extend the invitation to all of you to attend any of the next 3 North American Youth Exchange Conferences next year in Alaska. The year after that, Disney World in Florida, and then Cancun in Mexico. In my opening words, I said that we shared a dream. Let me remind you about what a Rotary Youth Exchange, a Rotary International president, Carl Wilhelm Stenhammer, said a few years ago. He said, "I have a dream that every 17-year-old could be a Rotary Exchange student. If that dream came true, there would be no more war." I know that you all share that dream and hope that it comes true someday. Today I'm going to suggest that we take actions to make that dream more real and therefore more valuable. I would like us to add to the dream, to include more of us in the dream, and to extend its reach. To add to the dream, we need to find, sponsor, and host more exchange students. What will help us do that? Rebound or Rotec students are an excellent resource for any training session, whether for new outbound students or their parents. I hope that you're already inviting current exchange students to attend your student selection process, and then to help with the outbound orientation as well. Where should we look for potential outbound candidates? Many of us, especially in the United States, look only to Interact clubs, or we go to the leadership sessions, the leadership groups. But there's many more choices. We should go to the foreign language classes. We should go to classes studying international politics or global history. Students in these classes already care about events and things beyond our borders. Once again, having a current or returning exchange student visit with you makes the presentation that much more valuable. Start looking for future candidates. Make suggestions to parents of younger children to consider the Youth Exchange program in the future. Stay in touch with families of your returning students. Perhaps there's younger brothers and sisters. For those of you that are hosting an exchange student now, ask that student about his or her friends at school. You could host a party to tell more of them about our program. Invite their parents. Ask everyone you meet. Use available information sources. Many districts have created DVDs. You can make up your own stuff as well. There's postcards to hand out, posters to hang up in clubs and so forth. If a local newspaper shows a story about an exchange student, make sure that there's contact information for your program in there. Make sure that people are invited to share in the opportunity that we offer. I've suggested to include more of us in our dream. What does that mean? Hope that many of our club members, besides the host parents, are inviting exchange students to their homes. The visit could be just for a meal, or maybe to meet some family friends. At these visits, the student can share some of their experiences, the stories of their home lives, and their current exchange experiences. We encourage our other club members, besides the host parents, to invite our kids to their homes. We'll also ask them to invite the kids to do special things, go to maybe professional athletic contests, dramatic musical shows, or in fact just go to a coffee shop. Not a bar, just a coffee shop or a movie theater. We always invite our exchange student to attend our Rotary Club meetings, as many as they possibly can. As soon as they're able, sometimes right away the first visit, we have the students stand up and speak something about themselves. Often the first meeting, they can only say their name and where they come from. But soon, they're going to talk about events at school, things they've visited, things they've done. We always ask our kids to do 2 significant presentations. Oh, I see. One as soon as they arrive, another one near the end of their school year. The one at the end of the school year is, of course, the most meaningful. It's always full of what they've done, many thank yous for their opportunities. And there's always a few tears, all of us from the host parents. These particular special meetings at the end of the year, it would be a great time to invite other guests to learn more about our program. Finally, I want to tell you just about 2 ways to extend our youth exchange dream through our Rotary International motto, service to others. 2 kinds of service would be suggested, one local, one international. The first is for our students, the second for our clubs. Please, whenever your club is involved in any kind of an event, make sure your exchange student has a meaningful part to play. If the event is for the public, have the student sell tickets or collect tickets or go table to table. Be visible, in other words. Make sure that he or she, the exchange student, is not in the kitchen washing dishes. Always visible, always identified as a Rotary Exchange student. If the activity is a local service project, have the student take part, have a meaningful part, work side by side, shoulder to shoulder with the other Rotarian club members. That will make a stronger bond between the student, between the club and the community. And it will instill in the students, remember, our Rotary motto, service above self. The recent tragic event in Japan has provided many wonderful examples of how strong the exchange student-family relationship can be. Nearly all of the foreign students asked to stay. Their host parents wanted them to stay. Their host family, the natural parents, very often wanted the kids to stay, to help the families, to help that nation recover from the devastation they experienced. That family bond, developed through our Rotary Youth Exchange, will be everlasting in their hearts and minds. Finally, I want to open another door to international understanding through our Youth Exchange program. This opportunity is given to us every year, but very few of us, I believe, take advantage of it. Look on the guarantee form that we use for all of our exchanges. On that guarantee form, there's host country, there's host club, there's sponsoring country, there's counselors' names, presidents, secretaries. Do you think these 2 clubs, the sponsoring club and the host club, might develop a matching grant project? Would that be great? You've already got this youth exchange connection. Let's make a bigger connection. Also, it'd be great if the club members themselves would talk to one another, email, Facebook, of course. You know, we are in this dream together. We see the smiling faces of our students, some nodding off already, and we share their joys of discovery. We take them into our homes and our hearts. They become our family. Our family is the family of Rotary. Our family is growing and getting stronger. I truly hope that you all share Carl Wilhelm's dream as I do, and it will come true very soon. Thank you again for allowing me and Joan to be part of your conference, and thank you all for what you're doing for Youth Exchange. 谢谢。
我们谢谢 PDG Charles KELLY。
Thank you, PDG Charles KELLY.